Hi everyone, welcome to our next video, and in this video we are going to discuss about the importance of pH in everyday life. Now we have studied about what is pH, what are the uses of pH, how to understand what pH indicates, how to measure pH. We have studied about all this, but we have not gone through the importance or the impact of pH in our daily lives. So today in this video we are going to take a few examples where we can see how pH affects our day-to-day life. So without wasting much time, let's get started with this. So first off, we will talk about the pH in animals and plants for their proper functioning. Now, you see, in case of animals, we have, especially in our body, in case of humans, we have a pH ranging from 7 to 7.7 or 7.8. And that is because our body tries to maintain a neutral pH for its proper functioning. Now, by mentioning 7 to 7.8, it is basically the pH of our blood. Our blood is circulating throughout our body, and that is trying to maintain the pH throughout the body in the overall system of the body. So blood pH is around 7 to 7.4, sometimes 7.8. So that is close to a neutral pH. A neutral pH is the pH at which a human body performs at its best. So it is the most efficient at this pH. Now plants, on the other hand, have a wide range of pH. Now, certain plants will survive at a certain pH, maybe alkaline, maybe acidic, or maybe neutral. And that brings us to our next point, which is the pH of soil. Whatever soil you find in and around you, that has a very dynamic range of pH. Soil has a huge range of pH. It can range from pH 3 to pH 10. That's a big deal, because pH 3 means highly acidic and pH 10 means there is considerable amount of basic nature, and 7 lies in the middle, which is neutral, as we all know about it. So pH of soil will determine what sort of plants you find in those soils. See, if the pH of the soil is acidic, then the plants which can survive under acidic conditions and also have good efficiency in their life processes will only grow and develop in those kinds of soils. Now, if you are trying to grow a plant which needs a basic environment into an acidic soil, then it will not survive, because its mechanism, its life process is based, its metabolic activities are based on alkaline pH or basic pH, but you are trying to grow it on an acidic soil. So it will not grow and ultimately die. So different plants have different requirements of pH, and that can be a huge range. It may be highly acidic, it may be neutral, or it may be basic. So that depends on what sort of plant you are trying to grow or what sort of plant we are discussing about. Now, that is one of the major reasons why you cannot find a single type of plant growing all over the world. You see, there are some plants which will grow in certain regions of the earth, in certain places of the earth where there is a different type of soil. If you try to bring it to another part or another hemisphere, it will not grow there because the type of soil is different, and pH has a major impact on that. That is about pH of plants and soil. Now, I said that pH of human body is 7 to 7.8, and I also mentioned that is the pH of blood, because blood is circulating throughout our body. But there are certain organs that have a different pH, and one of the major examples is the digestive system, our stomach. The digestive system inside the stomach has a very acidic pH, and that pH may go as low as 1 to 1.5. Our pH of the stomach lies between 3 to 5 in the resting period, when you are not having food. But when you are having food, it may reduce down to 1.5 or 1 at the least. And this is because of the release of hydrochloric acid, HCl. HCl is released by the gastric glands. And among the gastric glands, we have a particular type of cell called the parietal cells. Parietal, parietal cells. These parietal cells will release the HCl into the stomach for better digestion of the food. And since HCl is a very highly acidic, it will bring down the pH of the stomach to up to 1 or 1.5. So in the resting phase, our stomach is always acidic. In the resting phase, it is 3 to 5. And when you are having food, when HCl is released, it will go down to up to 1. So our stomach, as a separate part of or a separate organ of the body, will have a pH which is highly acidic and which is required for the digestion of the food. Now, as soon as you move to the intestine, you will find an alkaline pH, because bile salts, which are alkaline in nature, will be released into the pancreas. be released from the pancreas into the small intestine for digestion of the different types of foods there, because pancreatic enzymes like trypsin needs an alkaline environment in order to function properly. So we will have different types of pH in some organs for better performance of their metabolic activities out there. There is also another important change in pH that we see in our teeth. Now, in our teeth, the outer layer is made up of enamel, and enamel is made up of calcium phosphate, which is the hardest material in our body. It is the hardest. Now, that does not dissolve in water, otherwise our saliva would have dissolved the enamel. So enamel is not dissolved in water, but what happens to enamel is it corrodes, and it corrodes in the presence of acid. So what happens is, whenever you have food, and if the food is stuck in the ridges of your teeth, and if it is not cleaned properly, bacteria will start to grow in your teeth, and bacteria have a high reproduction rate. They have their life cycle within 20 minutes. So they duplicate within 20 minutes. So if you have 10 bacteria in your mouth, in 20 minutes it will become 20, then 40, then 80, 160 and so on. It will go on doubling after every 20 minutes. So its reproduction rate is very high. Now, these bacteria, while they break down the food material that are stuck in your teeth, will release some sort of acids, and these acids will be corroding the enamel in your teeth, and that is why it is advised that you should brush at least twice a day so that you can keep your teeth healthy. So you understand now why your parents and your elders are forcing you to brush twice a day at least. That is because they are trying to keep your teeth away from corrosion, so that your teeth enamel is not corroded away and your tooth don't decay. So that's why you should brush at least twice a day to keep your teeth healthy. Okay? Now, moving into the next point, which is about the survival instincts. Now, every organism has different modes of survival instinct. Some organisms like tiger or snakes or honeybees or even human beings, we all have some survival instincts. Like whenever we are in danger, we will follow certain protocol. So one of the examples is honeybee. Honeybee, when it stings, it is because of its survival instinct. It is trying to escape from its predator, or its anything which is trying to harm its life. So whenever it is trying to go away from its predator, it will sting, so that the predator lets go of the bee. Now whenever the honeybee stings the predator, or if it stings you, for instance, you will see that there is a burning sensation in your skin, or wherever it is stung. Now, why does that burning sensation happen? This is because of the release of methanoic acid, a type of acid that is released by honeybees in order to go away from its predator, or the animal which is trying to harm its life. So this is one of the actually survival mechanisms of honeybee. They try to sting some acid into the body of that predator so that they let them go. Also, in case of snakes have some very highly toxic chemicals that they release into the body of the organism which they bite. So snake bite also has many acidic toxins. So these acidic toxins present in bee or in snakes or in other organisms as well, these are all survival mechanisms. They try to survive from getting killed or from their predators by applying those mechanisms of pH. They will release certain chemicals which are low in pH into the other organisms so that they feel the acidic burn and they leave out the organism. So this is all because of survival instincts, and many different organisms follow these chemical related warfare mechanisms. Warfare means to survive, to prevent yourself from being dead. So this is all about the importance or the impact pH has in our everyday life. Sometimes we don't even realize how important it is, how important pH is, how important acids, bases are in our lives. But here are some of the examples which I have mentioned today are very important for us in our day-to-day life relating to pH of different compounds. So I hope this video was informative for you, and I hope you liked the video. So if you like the video, then do click on the like button, and you can share it with your friends if they want to, and you can look at the other videos. You can have a go at the other videos that I have posted about this chapter and also about the other chapters of class 10 science into the playlist box that I have in the screen somewhere. I have it, so you can go and click there, and also you can subscribe to the channel if you want more videos from this channel. So thank you everyone, and until next time, cheers.